Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jay, and welcome back to JAYdotMAK. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of sneaker myth busting, because sitting here in front of me is a brand new dead stock pair of Yeezy 350 V2 Zebras, which, if you're familiar with any of the Yeezy product line, is basically the V2 version of the Turtle Dove 350. That's an absolutely gorgeous pair of shoes. One that, up until the past few weeks, was limited to around 10,000 some pairs worldwide and selling for over $1,000 on resale market. That is, up until word broke out that another 30-some thousand pairs are being re-released this weekend, June 24th. So at the moment, current resale is hovering around $700-ish on average on confirmed resale websites. I'm sure you can probably find them a bit cheaper if you take a risk buying them from an unconfirmed source. I'd probably advise against that though, since the fake versions of the V2 Yeezys are very, I repeat, very close to the retail releases. But back on topic though, even though the rumored amount of Zebras are higher than past Yeezy releases, there's still not going to be an easy grab regardless. No Yeezy is. Unless you want to buy those Power Phase nursing shoes. But you want to make sure that if you do grab a pair of Yeezys, that the pair that you do get is the pair that you can fit, that you can wear, especially if you're out there paying resale prices. Last thing you want to do is drop $500 on a pair of shoes and have to find out that you have to size swap with somebody else and risk getting a fake pair in return. But let's be real. Right now, Yeezy sizing is all across the board. You got the V1s, they fit big. V2s fit small, and I've even seen some people claim that the Beluga and Zebra V2s fit a half size bigger than other V2 releases. So I figured, you know what? I have 5 different V2 releases in 2 different sizes. So why don't we just see how they size up against each other and see if there's any truth to the fact that the Zebra V2s might fit bigger than the other V2 releases. So first up, we have our control pair of Yeezys. These are a size 11 V2 red stripe that were released last year. Next, we have the shoe that we're testing, the Zebra, which I also purchased in a size 11 because I heard they ran big. Then, we have 3 other releases in a size 11.5, which is my preferred size for Yeezy V2s. So what we're going to do is see exactly where the Zebra fits between the size 11 V2 and the size 11.5. Now to do that, we're going to have to measure the shoe. But since Yeezys have a very bulky outsole that protrudes way past the actual footbed that your foot sits on in the shoe, I decided the best course of action is to measure the insoles of each shoe to get a good idea of the amount of room inside each shoe that your foot sits on. And the results were actually very clear. When you compare the size 11 release on the red stripe, the Zebra insole is not only noticeably larger from, just looking at it, it's measurably larger and a pretty decent amount too, with the Zebra insole measuring an actual 1/4 inch larger, which is roughly 7 millimeters for you guys that run on the metric system out there. But it's a 1/4 inch larger in length, meaning that I can actually confirm that the original run of Zebras do in fact fit a 1/4 size bigger than other releases. So normally on a V2 release, I would suggest going up a full size from whatever your Jordan true to size is. For the Zebras, I'd say you'd be pretty safe going a half size up. And let's face it, you can always pull the insole out of the shoe to give you a little bit of extra breathing room for your foot at the toe box. But If it worries you that much, or you have an extremely wide foot, then I'd probably say stick with the full size up, since the Prime Knit on the V2 Yeezys has a lot less stretchiness to it than Ultra Boost and NMD PK. It has a little bit less give than the other Adidas releases, and it's not like this is an actual running or athletic shoe with a ton of support where, you know, 100% proper fitment is gonna matter that much anyway. So, my name is Jay. I want to thank you guys for watching. Good luck to every single one of you out there copping this weekend, and tell me in the comment section down below, do you own any Yeezys? If so, what's your favorite pair, and tell me, how do they fit for you? And maybe I'll feature your comment at the start of the next video that I upload to JAYdotMAK. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys later.